America's boldest libertarian experiment turns 5 this week. But activists with New Hampshire's Free State Project have so many other successes to watch over, they might not have time to notice the date. It was 5 years ago. It was October 1st, 2003, when thousands of freedom lovers around the nation entered a virtual voting booth and made a key decision. They would select a single U.S. state, slowly migrate there, and work to preserve one bastion of limited government in an increasingly authoritarian world. New Hampshire beat out 9 other low-population states. Its unusually high quality of life, its lack of sales or income tax, and its traditional derision of nanny laws played a role. The state has no seatbelt law or helmet law for adults. It has a socially tolerant culture. It has an accessible legislature, inside which citizens are free to carry firearms. Since New Hampshire won the vote, somewhere between 400 and 600 cream-of-the-crop liberty activists have flowed into the state. They've become a force out of all proportion to their numbers. They've built a nationally syndicated talk show and thrust it onto 40 AM and FM radio stations. They've won their own seat in the State House, delayed smoking bans, prevented seatbelt laws. They run 2 print newspapers, 4 TV programs, and New Hampshire's most active web forum. Their endeavors have sparked at least 300 mainstream media articles, including coverage on CNN and Fox News. They've built 2 restaurants, 1 bookstore, a heating business. Their parties crowd taverns. Their social bonds wax and multiply. They clean their parks and neighborhoods, the ones that pass for troubled here, carrying pistols and garbage sacks. They pack city halls and hearing rooms, fighting to limit taxation, sometimes winning. Their efforts have triggered spending cap referendums in Concord and Manchester, the latter of which would never have happened were they not here. U.S. senators stand on their stages, congressmen plead for their backing. Some of the better ones return the favor.
I am a friend of the Free State Project.
And would you encourage people to check it out?
Absolutely. Check it out and find out. If you like it, join and continue the effort.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Ron Paul.
Everything that promotes freedom, I'm for.
Well, good morning. It's still morning, I guess.
Governors meet with them. State politicians plead for higher ratings on their report cards.
Ron Paul! Ron Paul!
With their every cause, they find allies in their new home. More bonds form, and a peaceful revolution jumps from spark to flame. Over half a dozen have pacifically submitted themselves to arrest over the right to petition, to demonstrate, to conduct harmless commerce without government permission. But the news is not all good for the still young movement. FSP membership stands at only 9,000 pledged to move. That's less than halfway toward the original goal. The nationwide Democrat sweep of 2006 didn't spare New Hampshire, so state finances suffer under a double-digit spending increase. Free Staters have enough numbers to rival the major parties' activist bases here, but not yet enough to form a true voting bloc. That is an achievement the future will provide. It is the initial successes, with the early migration, which has triggered such hope for a future otherwise devoid of real liberty. As Washington's empire begins its dangerous collapse, as its currency fails, as its bloated tyranny fumbles toward an unstable crossroads, Free Staters continue to retrain their focus. Today the project has a simpler message for the Liberty diaspora. Escape to New Hampshire while you still can. This is Dave Ridley signing off for RidleyReport.com this September 30th, 2008, one day before the Free State Project's 5th birthday in New Hampshire.